These conventions are part of the wider set of international labor standards and lay the guiding framework in upholding the fundamental principles of rights at work. By doing so, it contributes to the socio-economic advancement in the development agenda and sustainability efforts for PNG economy. Parliament has passed a resolution on the 18th of January to ratify these three conventions. Secretary for Labor and Industrial Relations highlighted the importance of these three conventions.
Categorize them, they're priority conventions: the Labor Inspection Convention number 81, the Tripartite Consultation Convention number 144, and the technical one, the Violence and Harassment Convention 190. Significant from the point of governance, and they are categorized as priority or governance conventions under ILO. And those conventions become legally binding when ratified by Parliament. The other one, Violence and Harassment Convention, is only a technical convention, and it also becomes legally binding.
Deputy Prime Minister and Minister for Labour and Industrial Relations, John Rosso, says international labour standards cannot be overlooked.
Facing harassment from our law enforcing agencies and from journalists, facing intimidation for the reporting to civil society activists, subject to attacks, and the list goes on and on. All this must be protected, and it comes back to amending our laws to ensuring that we have proper laws to protect these marginalized people, because they are very important citizens of our country. It is the duty and the role of every single adult and every citizen in this country, especially my male colleagues, to ensure we stand up for our women. Time will come, law office, our police must be prepared to ensure that investigations are done and offenders are prosecuted.
Rosso further reiterated on the importance of the ratification of Violence and Harassment Convention that mostly concerning the women folk of this country.
Whilst there is so much to realize and learn from other economies, more specifically, and in recent times, governments all over the world have focused their attention on revitalizing labor administration. I once again congratulate the Secretary and your staff for bringing these to government and having it ratified and passed in Parliament.
Acting Director for International Labour Organization for the Pacific Highlands, Martin Karimli, says ILO stands ready to support these policies that are made by this government.
In relation to the conventions, we hope that this convention will also help to reinvigorate the work of the National Tripartite Consultative Body with participation of government, employers and worker organizations. ILO stands ready to support the government, employers and workers organizations to ensure the effective implementation of these conventions and supporting recommendations. This also applies to the labor law reforms mentioned by Honorable Deputy Prime Minister.
Samantha Solomon, National EMTV News.